Great session here for the hips. Hopefully I'm coherent. I've been driving a lot, just got to Maine in this rustic cabin, and I thought what better time to do a mobility video. So enjoy. Let's get after those hips to start. So I want you seated on your butt, legs out to the side, in a nice stretch here, but I don't want it to be too extreme. All right, a little bit of a stretch, and we're gonna do some axial rotations. So knees straight. Let's go toes flexed up like that, and you're gonna rotate in, rotate out. Rotate in, rotate out. So think about your kneecaps and big toes are on a line together and they're rotating towards the floor, rotating away, rotating towards the floor in front of you, rotating towards the floor to your sides. All right, let's do a few more of those. And think about keeping a tall chest. You can prop those arms behind you for a little extra support. All right, I don't want this to be super intense yet. Foreshadowing. All right, again, if I don't make too much sense, sorry about that. I've been on the road a lot the last couple days. I think this will be good though. All right, that was weird. Something just went by outside the window. It's dark out. I can't really see much. All right, so next up, let's go toes pointed, same thing. It'll feel a little bit different. What is that? I don't know, honestly, if I'm hallucinating or not. Maybe it's just being in a cabin in the woods by myself. All right, excellent. So now what we're gonna do is from this position, we're gonna pull in, push away. We're gonna do some kinetic stretching from this position. So what I want you to do is we're engaging all of this stuff here to close our hip angle. And I want you to use your arms as an imaginary tool like you're pulling, okay? So you're pulling in like this, close the angle, then I want you to take your arms, actively push away, back up tall. Imagine a long line right down from your navel through your head, pulling you up. All right, and then from there, grab onto a rope in front of you, pull yourself forward. Great. Engage all this tight. Pull yourself forward more. Keep pulling. Pull, pull, pull. I'm pulling myself toward the camera right now. Pull, knee straight. Pull, pull a little more, and then push away slowly. Up nice and tall. Excellent. I think it's a crystal that's refracting light or something. Keeps catching my eye. Pull, pull, pull. Pull, pull, pull. A little more. See if you can get a little more. Grab tight. Pull yourself forward. Pull your chest forward and down, diagonally down. Make sure you're breathing, and we're gonna drive back and away. Get nice and tall. Excellent. From this point, we're gonna work a little bit of the shoulders, but I want you to do first, now hopefully we've opened up a little bit more range of motion here for the legs. So right heel, drive your feet down, drive your heel down into the floor, and now maintain your position. Try to lift your heel up off the floor and pull it back, open up this straddle position a little bit more. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the left. So drive the heel down, drive the hands down, keep yourself tall. Drive the heel down into the ground. Lift up. See if you can open up just a hair more. Whew, excellent. All right, now we got a really nice stretch going here. It should not be terribly extreme. It's gonna be more than it was, of course, but hopefully because we were in the position already for a little bit, shouldn't be crazy, all right? Right now you're just breathing, nice and easy. Get used to this position. Allow your nervous system to chill out a little bit while we focus on some other joints. So from here, let's go shoulders. All right, we're going up, overhead, hands and fists, axial rotations. All right, as you're doing this, I want you to keep that nice, tall, seated position. It's gonna make your hips work a little bit more, but continue to breathe. Rotating from the humors here, those biceps should be turning. Great. All right, I think I got my wits about me here. I'm not seeing too much anymore, which is good. All right, excellent. Shoulders get a little break here. And now we're gonna do a little spinal stuff. All right, so we're gonna do a little flex and extension. So hips stay just as they are. Here, you're gonna tuck your chin, round the spine. Good. Now, I want you to pull from here, stick that belly out, stick that chest out, chin up. Great, and now we're going the other way again. So belly staying stuck out, tuck the chin, push the chest back, push the belly back, tuck those hips. Great, so now you're rounding into that C shape. Now we're going one more time back, belly out, chest out, chin up. Excellent. Okay, and now we're going scapula. So how are those legs feeling? Hopefully they're doing okay. If the stretch is feeling pretty good and you feel like you could handle a little more, we're gonna do a little isometric. So breathe nice and deep right now. If you don't feel like you can move your hips more, that's okay. You just worry about maintaining your position and trying to make it more comfortable. If you feel like you can get a little more out of it, we're gonna do a little isometric. So I want you to drive your heels down and in. So they're going diagonal into the floor. Hands down for stability, drive down and in, down and in, down and in, down and in. Keep pressing. I want you to press about 50% here. We're gonna hold it for a few more seconds. All right, and now increase to 70%. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, now what I want you to do, we're going left foot first. Keep your right heel driven into the ground and lift the left foot up and back, if you can, just a little bit, like an inch. All right, now make sure you anchor that left foot in, anchor your arms, drive the right foot down. There we go. Lift up and back. Ooh. All right, we got a little more. I leaned back a little bit. I kind of cheated, but I got a little bit more of a stretch here. I'm feeling the outer stuff here, that regressive tissue, wanting to cramp a little bit, so that's a good sign that I'm making my tissues work a little more. If you're feeling like you want to cramp out here into those abductors, that's okay. Take a few nice deep breaths here. If it doesn't want to let go, really try and trust your breaths. Take a few more really nice deep breaths. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. Get a couple more of those. Remember, you can always come out of this if it's a little too extreme. All right. So now, scapula time. We're going arms straight out in front of you, and now bring them out just a little bit to the side. So they're a little diagonal. All right, up slightly, just above your shoulder level. And now we're going shoulders draw back. Think about pinching those shoulder blades together. Shrug up towards your ears. Push away like you're pushing your fists out. And now pull down. Pinch back. Shrug up. Punch those fists forward. Pull down. Elbows stay straight the whole time. Wrists stay straight. Pinch back. Shrug up. Punch forward. Pull down. Now we're going opposite direction. Shrug up. Pull back. Pull down. Punch forward. Shrug up. Pull back, pinch together. Pull down. Punch forward. Shrug up. I'm seeing stuff again. Pull back. Pull down. All right. Whew. How are those hips doing? Pretty great, right? All right, now we're gonna lift this heel. Okay, when you drive the arms down, you're gonna lift your heel and pull it into half of a butterfly here. So, drive down hard with the right to anchor yourself. Drive down hard with the arms. Lift. Pull this in while you stay tall. Keep that ankle up. Pull in, ankle up. Pull in, ankle up. Set it down. Whew. Drive down through this foot for stability. Drive down through your arms. You can go hands-free if you got decent mobility. I don't in this position, to be honest with you. All right, we're going to lift up. Pull that knee up towards your armpit and try to lift that ankle as much as you can. And boom, butterfly position. Whew. All right, from here, we're gonna do a few more of those pulls, and for me, this is really uncomfortable, so it should be pretty fun for you. I can't believe I'm still talking. This is cool. All right, so imagine that rope again. You're grabbing on. Pull your knees down towards the ground. Oof, this is rough for me. Grab that rope and pull yourself forward. Pull forward. Pull forward. Grab, grip. See if you can pull a little more. Ooh. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Now you're pushing back. Slowly push back. The further you go back, the further you want to try to pull your knees down towards the ground. Push, push, but keep your balance. Nice and tall. All right, we're gonna go 2 more times. Ooh. Use this stuff to pull down. Keep trying to pull down while you pull yourself forward. Pull forward. All this stuff is working. This is working to pull you in. Pull, pull, pull. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Now we're pushing slowly back. Slowly back. Slowly back. Slowly back. Woo! One more time. We're going to do an exciting thing at the end. All right, it's going to be a surprise. Pull forward. Pull forward. Keep trying to pull those knees down, Brian. Come on. Or whatever your name is. Pull. Pull. Pull and a hold. And now wherever your knees are, keep your chest forward wherever it was. Elbows set down by the knees. Maintain this position. Slowly drive your knees into your elbows. All right, and I'm leveraging that to pull myself further forward. There we go. Woo! All right, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna drive your knees down. Pull your knees down. Pull, 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 and try and pull forward just a little more. Pull, pull, hold. Hold. You're pulling down, you're pulling forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly push back. Slowly push back. Continue pulling down. Slowly push back. Get tall. Whew. Elbows set here. Hands on your ankles. Nice and tall. Oh, this feels good after that. All right, now, if you're used to some of this mobility stuff, I bet your butterfly position looks better than mine. And that's cool. That's awesome. You can still work on it though. All right, if you've got a pretty easy position here, you can pull your heels in closer. You can pull your chest forward and continue to pull down. All right, so we're gonna do one more Pales Rails contraction for adduction, pulling the knees in or pushing the knees in, but from an upright position now. So let's go upright position. If it's an easy position for you, pull those heels really, really close, okay? So you're gonna start to drive your knees in like 10-20% into your arms. Keep driving in. Keep driving in, keep driving in. Good, a little bit harder now. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull down. Pull, 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 pull. I like to grab my ankles for more leverage and pull down. Pull, pull, pull. Keep it going. Now you're really trying to touch the ground if you're not already, and if you are, push into the ground. Try and dent the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reset your arms. We're just going to do a few breaths. Whew. All right. Excellent. Alrighty. Now, shake out those legs for a moment. We're gonna go to a half kneel position. All right, because our hip flexors could use some work. I know mine could. I know for sure mine can, especially after this driving. So you go in half kneel position, knees about 90 degrees apiece, knee to head straight up. And what I want you to do, tuck your hips, squeeze that left glute down on the left knee. Squeeze that left glute. There we go. You're nice and tall. You can tuck the back toes if you'd like. All right. We're staying tall like this. Hands behind the head. Get a nice little stretch. Pinch those shoulder blades so you open up your chest there, but make sure your ribs are down somewhat so you're not arching through that low back. All right, we're tucked here, ribs down. Then open up that thoracic spine and the chest. And from here, I'm going to pull myself forward through that right heel. Slowly pull forward, drive backwards through that right heel. Very good. Now as you're doing this, maintain that arm position. I'm just going to illustrate some of this. So you're going to pull forward again. Pull from here. This stuff is pulling to close this angle, and you're squeezing the entire time with that glute. And now driving back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Pull forward. Remember, arms are back like this. Drive back. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch up the legs. All right, switch legs nice and tall. Toes tucked if it's comfortable. Tuck those hips, squeeze that right glute. Ribs are down, chest is up, shoulder blades stay pinched. So you get a nice stretch there. You're gonna pull forward through that left heel. Engage all this stuff to pull forward and push back by driving that heel down and forward into the ground. Pull forward, squeeze that right glute. Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling. Drive back. Remember, arms are here. And one more. Pull, 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 pull. Drive back, drive back, drive back, drive back. Woo! Okay, last thing we're doing here, we're going frog stretch, frog position. So, we're here. If you like pads for under your knees, that's a good idea. That tends to make this a bit more comfortable. So, I want you here to start. Get the knees out like this. Ankles can be pushed out slightly wider than the knees, as long as that's comfortable for you. Again, raising up the knees will make it more comfortable from a pressure standpoint, but it'll also take some stress off of that stretch and make it a little easier. So now when you come down to your forearms, if that is comfortable for you, and you're going to do lift-offs with your ankles. So we're gonna work on a little stretch here for the groin, all right? And we're also gonna go into internal rotation lift-off. So let me show you from a different angle. And you're just holding that stretch right now. I want you breathing while holding that stretch. We're in this position here. I don't want you worrying too much about your back position, other than I want it just staying pretty much the same as we do this. So it can be slightly rounded. You can be a little bit arched if you want. But if you drive your arms down, engage your lats a bit, that's gonna keep your spine from moving as we do this. So here, let's go left foot first. I want you to try and lift that ankle. Good, lift that ankle. And so what I don't want to happen is when you lift it, you turn. Okay, biggest thing here is shoulder to hip. That line stays unchanged. If that starts closing or opening up, then you know you're compensating for that internal rotation. All right, so watch my line here. It might not be perfect, but nothing crazy going on, right? My pelvis isn't dropping like crazy, and you can put your hand here. So lift, back down. Lift, back down. Good, get a nice little feel for that. Lift, back down. If it feels really easy, try to widen your knees, sit your butt back. If it still feels easy, make sure you're not changing your spinal position and watch this compensation. All right, drive those wrists and elbows down, engage your lats, lift off. All right, now we're going other leg. Let's go right leg. Lift off, back down. The nice part is as we're doing this, we're getting a really nice stretch here on these adductors and that groin muscle. All right, lift off with the right and down. Lift off with the right and down. Let's go 2 more and still stay aware of what's going on that right side of your body between that right shoulder and right hip. And got it. All right, now we're gonna do a little push in with the knees. So I want you to imagine, so I've got a carpet underneath me, I'm trying to ripple the carpet. I'm pushing my knees together, but they're not actually gonna move. So start pushing in, drive down and in. Down and in, scooping into the ground with your knees, and then add in a press from your ankles as well. Like you're on one of those machines in the gym, you know those adductor machines, those groin machines? You're pushing in, pushing in, pushing in, and now I want you to try to pull out. So you're engaging all of this stuff on both sides to pull out, and as you're pulling to open up your hips, try to sit back just a little bit more, your butt back into the hips. So try to open up as you sit your butt back. Whew, see, I'm compensating. I don't have much room to go there because my spine is moving rather than my hips. So just be aware of that. Now you're just breathing, all right? Lots of passive stretching here while I try and hold your attention, because that is what's gonna help make some changes in addition to these active inputs. We gotta have some of that passive stretching, especially if, like me, you've been sitting in the car a lot. Really gotta get that passive stretching plus the active mobile inputs. All right, so now we're gonna add a little isometric with the ankles. Maintain this position with your knees. Drive both of your ankles down into the floor. So I want you to imagine, you see my knee here, knee stays the same. Imagine you're driving your ankle down at an angle, all right, like a pendulum. So you're driving your ankles down right now in about a 10-20% effort, then ramp it up to about 30 and 40, and drive your elbows down too. Almost think about pulling your elbows towards your hips, but without actually moving. So you're creating a lot of tension, all right? You're gonna get more leverage to drive your ankles down. Good. Now pull both ankles up. Pull, 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 pull. And while they're up, try to pull your hips back more while keeping those ankles up. And relax. Woo! Yeah, see, I should have put a pad under my knees. This rug is not as soft as I thought. Let's take a few more breaths, and we're going to do that one more time, and then your hips are free. You don't have to worry about this anymore, unless you want to do it on your own, but I'll be done. All right, so hands and fists. Press your fists and elbows down into the floor. Pull your elbows, and actually, you know what? Put them forward a little more. Increase that lever. Pull your elbows towards your hips. There we go. Pull. Your lats should be engaged. Your anterior core should be engaged. Your hips are engaged. You're driving your ankles down into the floor right now. Drive down, drive down, drive down. About a 30-40% effort right now. Ramp it up to a 50 or 60. Keep pressing your elbows in. Keep pressing your elbows back. Ramp it up to an 80. And then we're gonna lift off in 3, 2, 1. Engage that stuff on the outside of your hip and lift, 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 lift as high as you can. Go the other way, right? That pendulum is swinging. We were driving down, now we're driving up. Rotate that hip, keep pulling, keep pulling. 3, 2, 1, relax. Woo! Alrighty. Now you all know how to do hip cars. I suggest you do some of them to finish up. You know what? I'm here in this cabin. I can do some hip cars with you. Let's go quadruped, okay? Now, you know what? Nah. Let's go supine. You've been on your arms enough. Here's what we're gonna do. Lay down, right leg straight, lift your left knee up, pull it up like this, open up, extend down. All right? Lift up, open up towards the floor. It's not gonna go all the way. Extend down. Think about keeping your pelvis down, both sides of your pelvis down. Lift, open up, extend down, back to the beginning. Now we're going the other way. So rotate out, open that knee up, pull it up towards your armpit, keep driving up and across. There we go. Rotate, pull up towards your armpit, up and across, and down. Let's go one more. Man, my hips are screaming right now. Keep that right leg nice and tight. That right glute is tight. If you can drive that right foot into something, it'll help stabilize you. Whew. And yeah, you really may not feel like you're getting a whole lot of range, and that's okay. So now, same deal. Left leg, if you can drive that into something, awesome. That'll help you out. And we're going right knee, drive up, open up, down, around to the beginning. All right, drive up, open up, and what I'm looking for is this part of my hip, my left side, is not turning like that, okay? It's staying glued to the ground. Up, open up, around, and down, and now we're going the other way. Rotate out, pull that knee up towards your armpit, continue to try to pull it. Ooh, there's a bug. That is a big one. This is exciting. All right, and around. Excellent. Let's go one more, and then you all are done. And got it. All right, thanks for joining. Hope you had a good time.